Hi everyone, and welcome to my Proverbs home. I'm so glad you are here today, and today we're going to be talking about how to keep cool in the heat of the summer. Now, we've been having some hot weather lately. It's been very warm. The other day it was just like 95 degrees. We normally don't get that kind of weather, but it was very warm. I mean, we kind of enjoyed it at first to be able to have the warm weather. You're going to hear cars going by. Sometimes you hear a car or you might hear a truck. It's because I do have the window open. So that's why you're probably going to hear some noise. You might hear my fan. I do have my fan on, and we have to keep the fan on just to keep the house cool. But today hasn't been too bad. The humidity has been low, so it's been comfortable. I have the fans on right now, keeping my house cool, so everybody's comfortable. One thing I do not do in the morning time, during the day, I don't turn on my lights. We keep all the lights off. And if it's a really hot day, I close the shades and I keep the shades down so the sun is not beaming in and we're not getting really hot. So that's a great way to keep your home cool, and also to save on that electric bill when it's going to come in. Because I would tell you this, if you just quick to turn on the AC unit or your air conditioning, your bill's going to be pretty high. But if you keep your house dim and you try to keep your shades closed and just turn on some fans all around the house, that'll keep your home cool. And when you come to know it, if it isn't that bad, you won't have to turn on the AC unit. Now, we have an AC unit that we do use because here we don't have central air. So we do have a AC unit that we use, but we only turn it on in extreme circumstances. If it's so hot that it's unbearable, that we need to turn it on. But other than that, we try not to turn on our AC unit. We try to keep it off. If you can, not everybody can, but if you can and you live out in the country and you could put up a clothesline, even if it's from tree to tree, hang your clothes outside instead of running your dryer. Your dryer picks up a lot of electricity. I do use it during the winter time. I do use my dryer. Sometimes I use it if it's something huge like a comforter or something huge I have to dry. I will put it in the dryer. For the most part, I try to hang my clothes out on the clothesline, and that really works for me because, and also the clothes smell so much fresher when you put the linens on the bed. It's just, you sleep really comfortable. So I try to make sure I wash my clothes and they go on the clothesline. If you're going to cook a meal that has to go in the oven, get up very early in the morning, in the cool of the morning, turn on your oven, cook your meals, prep them. But during the afternoon, when that sun starts getting hot, don't turn on your oven because it's just going to heat up your home. It's good to have something cool to eat. Potato salad is great because you can put that in your refrigerator. It stays cool and you can have it the next day for lunch or dinner. Also, like things like hot dogs, or taking out your grill and just grilling outside on your back porch, keeping the grill going. Make sure you have your charcoal and your lighter fluid, so you don't have to cook indoors and you keep your home cool. If you have kids that are 5, 7, or 8 and you can't take them out, maybe at the moment you don't have the finances to take them to the pool or anything like that, you live in an apartment, fill the bathtub with cool water, put on shorts on them, a nice t-shirt, you know, a fun, cool t-shirt, and let them play for a few minutes as they're being supervised. Let them have fun and play with their toys. Mr. Bubble, have a great time. With my grandkids, I used to let them play. Okay, this is water science time, and they're playing with different things in the water.
Why do you like my dress? Ah, here it is.
What else did you find in there?
Superman.
So this is a great way to keep the children busy, grandkids, your children, and just have them do science time, play with water. Hi, everybody. Hi. In the kitchen sink, I would put soap suds and I would put food coloring to make them turn different colors and put their toys in there, and they would stand at the kitchen sink and they would have such a blast. It would last maybe 20-25 minutes, and then they would have so much fun. They would feel relaxed. They would have lunch. It is a great way to keep the children cool throughout the day, especially if there's a heat advisory and you don't want to take them outside. Then make the water park inside. And I know many parents might say, oh, I don't want to make a mess in my house. I'm not doing that. Well, children are children. They need to enjoy being children. They need to enjoy having fun. So turning your bathtub into a pool, if you have a tub. I know with all these modern conveniences, some people don't even have tubs. If you have a tub, or if not, fill a big bucket up and have them play outside. If you have a yard, have cool water in there with toys. The kids have so much fun. We think it's all the big things that kids only enjoy, but children enjoy the little things too. That's a free form of entertainment for your children, taking them to the park. Going out to the park, we took my granddaughter to Inlet, and I have a small clip at the end of this video. You'll see it's not a big clip, a small clip. We took her to Inlet, and we went out into the lake there in Inlet, which is beautiful. It's up in the Adirondacks, and we took her there, and she swam the whole time. And we took our camping chairs, and we took our own food. That's another great thing. If you're going to the park, it's free. It was free. The only thing you're going to spend a little bit of money in gas, because we don't live far from the Adirondacks. We're very close. So you spend a little bit of money in gas. But you go up to the Adirondacks or wherever it is you live for free, go to the park, bring your own sandwiches. Bring a bag of chips, bring some orange juice, bring some whatever it is, and have a little picnic with your kids. Bring a sheets, one of the sheets, the old sheets you have from your bed, put that on the ground, sit with the kids, and have a picnic. I remember, and Mom, if you're watching, because she watches my videos, I love you, and this is one of my favorite memories. When we lived in the city, when we lived in the Bronx, my mom would take us to the public school in our area, whatever public school it was, during the summer. And they gave free lunches. And I remember us waiting on this line, and we would get a free lunch. It came with like an apple. It came with those little plastic containers with the foil on it, and apple juice or orange juice, a bologna sandwich, and you got this treat. And yeah, people might say, well, that's poor people stuff. Yeah, it is. But it was wonderful. And that was a great memory that we had, that we enjoy till this day. We talk about it. We talk about it. It's a great memory that I've never forgotten. And I remember we had all the extra lunches, and we would eat those extra bologna sandwiches. That meant a lot to us. Even though my dad worked, they provided very well for us as far as food. We have food in our stomachs. But you know what? When there was free activities like that in the community, my mom would take us out to those free activities. Another thing my mom did, there was a church in the Bronx called John 3:16. This was a huge church. It's still there. And this is where I was baptized when I was about 13. I was baptized, or 12, around that age. And this church always did things in the community. And I remember they would bring chairs out to where we lived in the projects. They would line up chairs on the street. Of course, I'm sure they had permits. They would line up chairs on the streets, and they would have the stage, and they would have popcorn and clowns and movies. And let me tell you, when we looked out the window on a Saturday afternoon and we saw them there, and they were lining up all these chairs, and then we saw the clowns, and we knew our mom was taking us outside so we could be part of the festivities. And that was so much fun for us. That was a huge thing for us, being kids from the city. So let's not knock the people in the city, because there's a lot of good children out there that they need love. They need to be shown grace. And I thank God that I had a mom and a dad that really took us outside of the city, took us to different places. And it was one of the greatest things that I've experienced. You don't have to pay a lot to keep cool during the summer. Take them to a free lake. Find out where there's a good lake that's for free. Pack up a lunch the night before, some chips, save your money. I have this jar right here. I got this at the Dollar Tree. I would say I've had this already 3 years. And it's full with change. It's filled with change. You get change, pennies, whatever you get. Don't throw that out. Don't give it away. Put it in a jar. Fill your jar with change. And then you can have that for ice cream during the summer. Kids want an ice cream, or you want to get a box of popsicles, or those big bags of all the different flavor popsicles that come in the plastic sleeve that we had when we were kids. Oh, I remember us being downstairs playing and having a great time, and then we came upstairs for a break, for water, for Kool-Aid. Remember the Kool-Aid? And we would get one of those popsicles, and that was like heaven to us. So why do we think now that we have to spoil kids when we don't have money? Take them to a circus. Find out when the circus is coming, and if it's for free. There's so many things you can do with children. If you save that change, you can use that for the entry of some place that you want to go into. Or maybe you can use that change to buy ice cream and fill your fridge with popsicles. I'm asking you today, what do you enjoy doing? Share with me in the comments. What is something you like doing that's free with your family that doesn't cost you anything? That's what I do to relax. In my home, I have my creamsicle popsicle. This is what they look like. These are from Aldi. You could pick up a box for like $2 something and put them in your freezer. You have ice cream for the kids, ice cream for yourself. As homemakers, we need time to sit, have fun, relax, and enjoy something cold and refreshing. That's not going to break the bank. That's not going to cost you a lot, but that you're going to enjoy. Utilize what you have in your apartment. Utilize what you have in your home, wherever you live. Your apartment is your home. Your house is your home. It doesn't matter where you live. But you can still have joy in that apartment you live in. You can still keep cool. You can still find different ways to enjoy your family and show them love and build memories. It's not about the price tag on memories. It's about building memories with what you have. God bless you, everyone. Have a great day and enjoy your popsicle. Bye.